Hello, everybody, and huge welcome finally to night one of the VRML Echo Arena preseason. In tonight's debut doubleheader, we're opening things up with two veteran teams in the cerebral Synapse versus the tricky VRespawn Jokr. And after that, we're following things up with some fresher faces in Rush versus the seasoned arena men of Flare. Now, on the broadcasting booth tonight, we have Wit on cameras and production. And here in the caster's corner, I'm Palidore, joined by the incomparable Dash. Maybe.
Hey everyone. I am here.
You are here. All right, you got your invite ready to go. How are you feeling about tonight, my friend?
I'm really interested. I've been hearing a lot about Synapse, saying that, they've really starting to break through. Because I remember whenever we first started playing these 4v4s, they seem to be struggling a bit. And I haven't played them since, especially whenever I think it was Sealable who told me that they're really a threat now. And a Jokr, of course, they were one of the top two teams to go into the World Finals last season. So you know that they're good, and they're always doing something tricky, either if it's Kung's wall bouncing shots, Ryan's like 19 meter per second throws, or even Jaywalker's no-look shots. And even Rockdoor, who's a new addition to the roster, always somehow in that play, you don't expect them. I really can't wait to see what these teams have to offer.
Same here, and you mentioned it, Jokr. Just fitting to their name, to their logo, to everything. They are absolute tricksters, but they do it so very well. And if nothing else, they were one of the standout teams that just did not abide by the meta in all the right ways last year and this year. Just doing all kinds of crazy things, pulling out things that people haven't really seen a bunch. If nothing else, the comparison has been made a lot to the EU teams. Just the way that they were so stack heavy, so quick. They took the 3-point shots on goalies, punching them out. Just a lot of things that North America had not done up until that point, at least not very much. And then Synapse as well, as you mentioned, a team that we're well familiar with when we were playing competitively and scrimming as 11.5 the last several months. Up until, VRML came along. But indeed, been hearing great things about Synapse, seeing good things about them. And I think we're going to witness ourselves one awesome opening night match. And hopefully coming up soon. Waiting on one more player.
Yeah, the Ryan Rhino we're waiting on, which, as I mentioned before, why is there some weird
Ryan's
tricks up his sleeve?
Oh. He's on Synapse now, apparently.
Oh, he's just on the wrong side. But
yeah.
Well, as I was saying, Ryan is someone just lasers these shots, and with incredible accuracy from the tunnels, he's been getting so much better. And I think that's been a huge thing that nobody expected Jokr to just blow up in the latter half of the second season, if I'm not correctly, before in the third season that they were really strong already.
Well, it was mid to late 2018 when they first started becoming visible kind of on people's radar, but it really wasn't until that off season and then going into 2019 and beyond that they really just exploded onto the scene and did so many good things all season long, upsetting top teams, and as a result becoming a top team themselves and earning a ton of respect and fear from anyone who goes up against them.
Yeah,
including my old team.
Yeah, this is a new game, 4v4. It's the first time that the teams will actually face off in a competitive scene. So really, we got to see, who's going to actually show up. Like, we know the skill levels of these two teams. The individual players, we know what they can do. They're all dangerous. But what are the strats going to be? We've had some time to think about the 4v4 meta. Of course, we don't know exactly what it'll be because we just got to see how the season plays out. But, it all starts here with the first match.
For sure. And I have my inklings of the direction it might go, but indeed, it's still up in the air. There's a lot of, the stack potential, the man-on-man. Like, now you can actually leave one goalie in the goal on defense, and you can still have 3 men out on the floor, defending all over it, covering every lane, pressuring those discs, and just with the added clumps of players, it's a lot harder to pull off things like stalling as easily as before. Now it's a lot more dynamic, it's a lot more action-packed, and the speed is incredible in these 4v4 games.
And the awareness. And the
And
awareness is such a huge thing too. Like with like 2 extra players on the field, like you're always looking around. And the communication plays a huge part now. I mean, you thought 3v3 was intense, you know, you got another thing coming whenever you're starting 4v4.
And well, right now we have something special coming indeed. It is Synapse Jokr. This is opening night doubleheader. VRML, Echo Arena. Get hyped. We're ready to go. Launch is underway. 10 minutes on the clock, and it is Kung taking that disc first for Jokr.
Oh, and a
Just
nice
a
little
casual,
self pass.
yeah, casual bounce pass to himself. I mean, this is the kind of thing he'll see all night long. Just FYI, if you're not familiar with Team Jokr. Now,
Oh,
Rocktor is
a
going to get
nice
punched, and
steal.
Andy W is going to get the clear as the boost comes out there.
And
Zach W
open
taking the
net for
shot,
backboard.
and then in for 3.
And I thought that Jokr was going to have that recovery because he saw they had their stack first, but just not super accurate on those regrabs. Allowed Synapse to get there first and punch.
That's a good start for Team Synapse indeed. So now rolling out will be Jokr. One sent down every single lane on that floor, and Rocktor, the newest member of the team, joining them this season. Someone that you're familiar with as well, 11.5 last season.
Yeah, a bit of a questionable pass though. It seems like he had some receivers on both wings of the arena. Still opted for a mid clear, but maybe he can get another turnover here. Not, it'll be a clear downfield and almost bouncing in, but luckily a slap out into the hands of.
And Ryan Rhino is going to find that pass into the tunnel to Kung. Kung checking behind really quick before winding a pass over to Rocktor. Rocktor is going to back it out to the stack. It is clustered up and taken by Andy now, so it will be cleared again. But Stack's coming on through for Jokr still on the recovery. And not far behind is the Orange Boys on Synapse.
Ooh, a bit of a missed pass. Maybe there would have been a chance for another attack, but now they're going to have to reset. And the reset fails. It's clear. Wait, maybe Kung. Sorry. Forgot that the fourth man
He
was
was there. It was just deep one. Yeah, we got to always remember the fourth player and finding the goal. Ryan Rhino. Absolutely. So first 2 points on the board for Jokr. Joust advantage, though, going to the Orange folk on Synapse. 1 point lead.
It seems like Joker's actually might be struggling with a bit of separation, especially attacking the bubble. We saw how there was a great interception by Synapse going in there when it could have been a 1v1. Nice chain to get a turnover and a shot downfield, but it turns into a clear.
Oh, it
And
turns
actually,
into
okay,
a
well,
shot.
I was right the first time. It was a shot, and that's kind of what you have to expect with facing against Ryan.
Oh, man. Well, there you go. What did we just say before this match began? And that is exemplified right there, only 3 minutes in. Not even.
Yeah,
That is classic.
truly a scrappy goal, but that's what you know Jokr for.
Ain't no joke. Absolutely. I say the same thing about Jokr I did yesterday's show match, for instance, with Boop and such. Anytime there's a bounce anywhere near that goal area, I automatically assume it's a shot. It's never a clear. It's always a shot if it's coming from Jokr just as well. All their players so good at those. But right now, Synapse is on defense, pressuring that on Palace, trying to get that disc. They do. Or excuse me, Synapse on offense, I didn't mean to say, but nonetheless.
Now going to find a separation again, but instead gets snagged on.
Yeah, and you see, though.
Shot. Maybe clear this time. Definitely clear this time.
Zach just sidewinding through there, but picked up, missing the shot. Goal is still exposed there, but still taken now by Synapse. And then they'll get the clear. In the back line, though, there is a stack coming in from Synapse. Perhaps getting there first, they will. Shot going through it, and it's in for the 3 points and the lead on Team Synapse.
An absolutely painful mistake by Kung, too. He had the open net, no pressure whatsoever. Not sure if the goal was just looking too fat that he just missed it, but to be 3'd on himself, that
those ones are tough. When you feel like you could have had an open 3 and then it goes the other way for a 3 on the other side, that kind of swing can be a little bit damaging to the mentality if you're not too careful, but we'll see. Right now, it is a close match, and the steal there from Andy W. Shot not online, but the boost
Maybe.
certainly is. But
Ooh.
off. Overshooting.
Oh, but
So
they still
again.
get the disc. Still pressing the attack. Gonna
Ooh,
go in
and the
again for
rebound.
the self pass. Very steezy like.
Andy W. Assisted by his brother in arms, Zach. The W brothers doing some work. Right now, 8-5 lead for Synapse. Jokr coming out here with a launch. It's Kung gonna hold that disc. Wait for that stack on the orange side to break up a little bit. But in
Oh, nice
Palace is gonna get
lane.
the
That's
ramp.
also.
It looks like it'll float back out and still gonna be recovered there now by Zach. One in the goal. It's Jokr going head to head, but getting scored on instead. Zach W now, the other W, trying to get the W for his team. 10 points.
And it's really interesting, the defense. You have to really react to the defense in 4v4, unlike in 3v3 where you have to react to the offense.
Absolutely, and it's so that's why you said it's a new kind of game, a new kind of meta, and we got to see how this plays out. Right now, some aggression coming out from Synapse, trying to force the turnover, but the pass does get to Ryan Rhino instead. Checking behind him at every opportunity. Palace not far behind. Gonna take a pass. A save instead. Getting that one. Palace is gonna clear it out into the tunnel, into the pocket area now, but still taken back by Rocktor.
And what an amazing save by Synapse. But Jokr still has control. If they can just move it up, get these
Moving it up, they
passes set
will.
behind and in.
Ryan, the assist from Rocktor. That was beautifully done.
And as I was mentioning before, like Synapse has a nice little defensive setup. They haven't had to change it yet, but they have a basic chain forward, and then Pal is covering the mid lane, so the cross pass.
And now
Ooh, and
trying to cover that
speaking of
lane.
crossing passes,
Yeah, almost. But still going to be taken by Synapse, it looks like. But Rocktor is going to pressure that hard. Palace is going to be pressured as well, just looking for their options. You see this close range passing. It is precise, pinpoint accurate to get this job done. And now finding some space finally is going to be Zach W. in that tunnel. Opposite now to Palace.
getting pushed back slightly. Jaywalker's really threatening here, trying to cover the cross.
Yeah, interesting. It seems like they are trying to go for a stall. Now, they're doing it pretty successfully at the moment, but until that happened. Now, maybe a recovery, but it's going to be contested hard by both teams. Ryan is able to get that. So you can see a stall attempt there actually with 3 minutes left, but it's just so hard to execute, especially with that extra player on the floor.
Oh, and a missed pass, and now that's going to be back into the hands of Synapse, passing it down, but it looks like it'll miss hands of Palace, resulting in a combined clear by
Yeah, and a
or
pass as
pass.
well. We got 2:47 left in this game, in this round rather, first round match.
Proctor was so lucky right there. And now Ryan, they take it in himself. 10-9, 230.
Yeah, bringing it within 1 point. Ryan Rhino with all 9 points for his team at the moment. Rocktor the 3 assists on those. So with a 1 point lead right now, Synapse's main goal is going to be to take care of this disc, not turn it over, and find their crisp passes. We saw some good ones earlier, short range. That one gets through. A quick shot going to be overtaken by Kung. Kung is going to have it stolen, though, from Zach. Zach on the attack, not able to get that one done.
And rather
Jokr.
greedy play from Zach to even shoot that shot, but almost lucky to get it back just off the mark. Had it been in,
Okay, this
it
could be
would have
big
really...
right now for Jokr if they can get on the other side, but no, on the back line, it is YouTube. So Zach is going to take that now. There is an exposed goal. It is a tough angle. And recovering that one is going to be Jokr. So still down by 1 point with 1:44 left on the clock, but overtaken by Zach. Zach is going to invert himself, go on the ceiling. Rocktor there to match. And now a stun on Palace, and Jokr getting the clear. So again, if the boost can come out from their team right now, this could be big.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, just getting brawled in the back line.
Yeah, Synapse doing such a great job of holding up that boost because YouTube was still trailing that disc for a long time. Had there been a chain, nice intercept by Rocktor. Maybe back to Orion. Move forward to Jay. Jay's going to cross it to Orion, but slightly off. And Ryan's going to have to reset it if he can, but he won't.
Oh, that is a tough missed opportunity there.
Now an
for
open net
Jokr.
opportunity for maybe Zach. Gonna take it and sends it.
And that is a big one right there for Synapse. 13-9 now, and with less than a minute left. That is going to be tough for Jokr. There's still a bit of time, but they would have to act extremely fast. And you know what? If anyone is capable of making some late game threes and making some threes on goalies, I know for a fact it's Team Jokr.
Yeah, but it isn't gonna happen with any turnovers and bad passes like that, which is gonna be another clear slash shot.
Trying to put the
And Zach is there
nail
to.
in that coffin in round one. So 15-9, and that one will be effectively the sealant on this first round. Strong effort by Synapse. Jokr coming through with some good plays as well. Ryan Rhino again, all 9 points for his team.
But it doesn't
But
seem like Synapse is doing anything too impressive, just to say, they surely punished every mistake that Jokr made. But they think that was it. I think Jokr was almost beating themselves. And some of these missed passes.
yeah, I mean they had some attempts and some shots at it, but some of those plays by Synapse there. Indeed, we're seeing exactly what people were talking about, and Synapse just coming through with an impressive first game. Zach, the high scorer on his team with 10 points and assists, a save, the high 14 stuns on his team as well. So Zach, certainly the MVP of round one.
Yeah.
And in the chat, Rad Dave asking if Synapse is the underdog or expected to win. Good question. It honestly depends on what perspective you're coming from. If you look at it from a 3v3 perspective, you would say, yeah, Jokr is easily the ones who are probably the favorite because they were finalists most recently. But now 4v4, Synapse is just making some power plays.
I would say Synapse is really the favorite because they've played with YouTube and Palace, as a third man, switching in and out for whenever the game was 3v3. But Rocktor has yet to fit in with Jokr. He's a new addition. He's never played with them, maybe here and there, but competitively, never. And YouTube, that's the advantage
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Indeed, when the game was still 3v3, YouTube was kind of a secondary, like an alternate member on their team. And, well, headbutt off that first joust. It's going to be taken there by Andy, but only briefly because Jokr is going to get the stun. Back line to Ryan. Ryan looking for his anchor, pushing off of it, finding a pass left tunnel. Gets into the hands of Kung. Kung's going to look on forward. Some nice pass work, but missing the catch. Still looking for the quick stack, though. And Palace is going to get there first for Synapse.
Yeah, just another one of those missed passes that just really hurt Jokr's chances of scoring, and actually a long bounce shot from Palace. The clear shot that always strikes you where.
We saw something quite similar at the beginning of the first round, and I suppose it's fitting that we'll see it again near the beginning of this second one. Why not? So Kung is going to take that one. No stack for Synapse, actually, splitting off into a man-v-man formation as Ryan takes that and makes a deep pass into the corner to Jokr, and Jokr, cannot capitalize on the open goal, though, rebounded by Ryan Rhino still, and going to back pass it out for another attempt at the offense. So that's one of the slight missed opportunities that you mentioned kind of earlier, where some of these missed ones might cost them.
Oh, and Kung with another missed pass and turnover. And that's a great clear by Synapse. Bit of a bank shot clear.
Ooh, that was in a dangerous area as well. But
Whenever
Ryan is
one
going
of
to take
these
that.
goes in, when one of those clear shots goes in, the next one always feels more threatening and more threatening. It really it's such a mental game at that point.
Yeah, you can just practically hear them just holding their breath, and holding his breath and getting the goal. Palace, the deep dive for 2. 5-0 lead for Synapse.
And they had 2 people in the bubble right there. I was really surprised that nobody went after Palace and just let them take that 1v1 essentially when it could have been a 2v1.
Now launching out is gonna be Kung. And this time, Synapse opting for a stack. Does not cause a turnover, but Zach and Andy still linked together for the meantime, actually splitting apart now as the pass goes into the corner pocket to Ryan Rhino. Ryan's backing it to Rocktor. Rocktor misses a grab. Still going to take, Kung's going to be there for the take on the disc, and Ryan is on the other side for the pass.
And Jokr moving up, but I think he's a little covered. So opts to reset to Kung. Now Kung has really got to fix his accuracy on these passes or else. Oh, and a nice quick shot from Ryan, assisted by Kung.
So about those fixed passes, that one was right on line for Kung. Ryan Rhino doing the work.
Amazing shot by Ryan. Really ballsy, but it's those kind of plays that just pay off when they.
And you know, right now, Ryan with all 12 points for his team between these first 2 rounds.
Oh, Rockto going to be there first. Maybe open net, and it will not go in.
It was close. It was, again, just barely missing, but taking the disc. Oh, saved by Zach, though. Beautiful job. Rebounded and shot. 3
And for
points.
another
That one.
three.
That one, Jaywalker, was not going to miss. He's getting on the board for the first time. Jokr's taking the lead, and 6:48 left in this one, and it's a brand new game.
Look at the range on that. 7 meters away. That's one close three.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Usually the limit is what, about 8 or so. So he had to be right on the edge when he let that one go. But Jaywalker's gonna get that pass now.
Oh,
And the
and
momentum on the
another one.
side. Ryan Rhino, 9-5, working hard.
So now the mental effect taking its toll on Synapse, where they're missing these easy passes to the side. That one just bounced right off the top panel and allows for Jaywalker, you know, the no-look shot that he's always known to make.
And let me tell you, Dolly Parton would be proud of this score right now as Palace gets that disc for Synapse. But man, what a momentum shift. Just a couple back-to-back threes, getting that momentum on their side. Now let's see if they opt for the stall here. And how.
Well, they
Jokr
can't
reacts.
stall. They got to attack now, 5-9.
Yeah,
Five
Ooh,
less.
ooh, ooh.
A nice save. If Rockto can get there and slap it, maybe.
Almost, no, but it's going to be recovered by YouTube. YouTube's just going to slap it on over to the bubble. It's going to be taken there and slapped out backwards, but right back to him. Taken now by Zach. Zach turning, shooting, but missing, and still
Is that
for the
a headbutt
rebound.
save?
It's YouTube. YouTube is not able to get that one. He's stunned out. The disc not being cleared quite yet. Rocktor's going to look for a clear now. Now a boost.
Maybe a
getting the
wall
grab.
shot.
Oh,
It might go
no!
in.
Oh! And the goal! Oh, man.
What an
I-
interesting shot from Rocktor. And
was
an even
about to-
better save from Palace, but then scores in on himself. How tragic.
I was 0.5 seconds away from leaving this cast. Anyway, Synapse down by 6, but still 5 minutes left, a little bit under.
And
Rocktor's
now
going to take
another
that.
missed pass. But a
Now this-
bounce shot, maybe. To Ryan, perhaps.
A bit of a overshoot, didn't have a lot of momentum to get that, recollect that disc. Now that said, this loose clear is going to get back to Kung now.
So now with
Or
Jokr
Jo-
with all this power, you know, with a 6-point lead, they really don't have to push that much. They just need to be methodical.
Yeah,
So
and we'll
Ryan
see if
gonna
they
take
do
his
that
time.
now. I mean, they do have an option for stalling, and again, you know, they have an option on Synapse to force their hand, and they kind of have to, really. But
Yeah, these lanes being covered very nicely by Synapse, but just the passes are now on point for Jokr. And a reset again. Oh, and
now
gonna
maybe an
push in,
approach.
but yeah, kind of crazy. But another bounce pass almost took in the hands of the Kung. Still,
know-
Ryan.
looking for that pass now. It's off to Rocktor, going to barrier, but snagged by Palace. Nice hands on that one. Looking for the stack really quickly is Team Jokr.
Yeah,
So
they
they're
were there
gonna get there.
instantly.
Yeah, that was an, like you said, instantaneous stack. They get from end to end like just about no other.
I think that's a super important aspect of 4v4 is once your attack fails, I think chaining up is one of your best bets. And nice defense from Ryan to clear. Ooh, not a good clear, but it was also in the lane of a defender.
Yeah, it was a clear until it wasn't, but still trying to recover that now is Rocktor, but a lot of Synapse players in the area. Does slap it back to Ryan. Ryan needs to look for a pass or a clear, goes deep, sails past his man. Is it?
Oh my, what is that angle? That should have not even been close. Come on.
Almost left again. In any case, Zach W taking that disc. 2:56 left in this one. Bouncing into that bubble, taken there, and made there. Zach W, 7 points now for Team Synapse, but still down by the 4. Man, Those bounces, how
Yeah,
many? They
these
were so
bounces.
close.
I don't
Ugh,
understand these bounces, so I'm not gonna say anything. They're always shots I get.
yeah. And the funny and perhaps worst part about it is so many of those are actually on purpose, I swear to you.
Nice
Believe it or
pass
not. And
to
now,
Jokr, open net, but doesn't get to punish it. Could have been a huge lead for his team. Great buffer, but now Synapse will make their approach with a
and
long clear
honestly,
downfield.
honestly, right now, Synapse is only a 3 away from making this a very interesting game. I mean, 2 minutes left. That is plenty of time to make up 4 points. And let's see if they do it here off the backboard.
Oh
Absolutely. The 3
no!
points I spoke of, it came true. And a game we have.
Yeah, you just called it right there, man. Zach heard you. He said, "All right, well, three is what you want. Here's what you're gonna get."
See,
But insane.
even from the casting booth, I'm throwing those assists. So off now to Kung. His team, they got the 1 point lead, and man, they need this victory if they want to come ahead in
Ooh,
the
lucky.
win. Now it's
And
going to be
now
off the
Rocktor
Rocktor.
try to punish.
And
Insane punish from Rocktor. What a great bounce off of the ceiling to catch the pass and slide under his knees.
yeah, and that one, just like that, Synapse had worked so hard trying to get that 3-pointer, trying to come back, and then just like that, Jokr came back, Rocktor, and yeah. So now
Ooh,
it's going
that
to be
was
you two.
fire right there. And another missed pass. Maybe Ryan can get this turnover, which he will.
And he's going to be contested, so forcing that pass, that clear actually, and it's going to float on into the 2-point zone, but taken back by Synapse. They are down 4 once again with only 54 seconds left.
Interesting self pass clear.
Little bit of both, yeah. And now taken by Ryan Rhino. Ryan looking for a pass into the goal. Kung's going to get that out of there, but right at the middle, assaulted. Great defense, Zach W. Going to take that disc. 36 seconds left to go. And they
Yeah.
would need to make something happen like right now, basically, to come back in this.
Yeah, but it's going to start within the missed passes that they just have. And maybe this is an opportunity if they get the disc and make a quick shot. And will it? Oh, wait. It's a smart
Yeah.
move by Jokr just to maybe park the bus, if you will.
Kung is absolutely just hanging out there. He knows what he needs to do to win this game, win this round at least, secure that victory, just the discipline.
And that will be 1 round to Jokr.
Yeah, 1-1, and can't say I'm surprised. These two teams are way too talented not to have a super competitive game, and well, that is exactly what we're looking at. So 14-10 victory for Jokr in the second round, but we're going to go on to a round 3, ladies and gentlemen. And looking at the score real quick, it's Zach W leading the way on Synapse with the 15 points, 25 stuns. Palace over there, the 8 points, but 30 stuns as well as an assist and 2 saves. YouTube adding the 9, and Andy adding 24 stuns, and Andy as well, just filling the stat sheet actually across the board. And what are you seeing from Jokr?
Oh man, from Jokr you see Ryan, 15 points of his own. But then Jaywalker and Rocktor with those huge 3-pointers. They only have 3 points right now, but in that last game, you know they were huge. And assists, Rocktor's really just been feeding Ryan this whole time. It's great. Great adjustment by Rocktor, you know, being a new addition to the roster, like I said before. He's really fitting in nice. But I don't know how, sometimes these save counters are a little incorrect, but you can see that Jokr has their fair share of saves, even on the scoreboard. 9 saves for the team.
Yeah, triple, 3 apiece for Jay, Kung, and Ryan. And speaking of threes, this is round 3 and coming out to try and get that disc, that first point. But no, it's going to be turned over to Kung's hands. So Kung for Jokr, going to work up the floor, find a long pass to Jaywalker. Jaywalker's going to have the attack. Down low, beautiful dunk. That was a good look.
Yeah, all the moves that Jaywalker was pulling off, it looked like he was about to take it himself, but instead sees Rock on the dunk. And a great move, great move.
Jay kind of returning the favor to Rocktor, who's been the assist man for a lot of this match on Joker's side.
You got to show all the teams some love.
Indeed.
Nice interception.
Kung is going to clear it, but looks like an intercept again, so. Little bit back and forth for now, slapping it through into the 2-point zone. Oh, man. And it
I
goes
saw him
again.
just kind of like shot put it away, and I was like, I'm wondering about that one. And the closer it got, the more it looked like it was gonna go in.
What what
Insane shot.
what world are we living in right now with all these shots? I don't even know anymore. But you know what? I'm gonna enjoy the ride because it makes for
Nice.
some great visuals highlights. So let's go,
Oh man,
Ryan.
and that's an open net again for Zach to punish.
Oh man, that was a straight line stinger from Zach.
So they had a really nice PE joust, which was a cause of that mistake, like the passing mistake from Kung. And Kung's gonna have to adjust a little bit faster to get that pass off and more accurately.
And right now, 18 points for Zach.
And
That was a fast
speaking of
stack.
not adjusting,
Oh,
Zach
Zach.
another open three.
And speaking of the man, I was just about to say, yeah, 18 points. He's on fire right now. And then, well, look at that, 21.
Man, I just said Kung needs to adjust, and he turns it over in front of his own net. And serious this time, Kung. We gotta rock. Nice pass. I'm trying to move it forward, but the intercept is there. But maybe another intercept from Ryan. No,
It
just
looks
instead
like
bounce away.
Jay is going to get punched, actually, so it'll be YouTube on the back line now. Perhaps trying to slow his team down. I know YouTube is kind of the voice, the voice of reason, of calming over on Team Synapse, at least according to him. But and I believe it. Sometimes you
Oh,
just need to
misclear.
chill a little bit. You got to look at the clock and recognize you have 7.5 minutes to make something else happen and go on a run, and that's plenty of time to make up only a 7-point deficit.
And another open net for Palace. They're
I meant
just there all the time. What's wrong with the chain of Jokr? They're
what
just
I meant to
not
say
there.
was a 10-point deficit, but yeah.
It just seems that Joker's just not playing at the speed that Synapse is playing. Synapse is just running him over.
And talk about sentences I did not think I would hear today. Jokr not playing with speed. Well, Ryan
Well,
Rhino.
maybe a long shot was open, maybe, because could catch YouTube cheating up like that. But now maybe a cross, and Jaywalker's gonna take an easy
Hey,
top
he-
corner.
He eyed the cross pass a little bit, but just kind of sailed calmly into the goal. Got stunned, but enough momentum on that disc just to be pushed on through.
But I don't know if next time maybe YouTube will get punished for cheating up so much while Ryan has a disc in the and now a fast PE joust from Jokr.
Yeah, we've been
Results in a
seeing
turn.
that back and forth, and now on the attack, maybe Rocktor looking up with the stack coming in. Still a cross pass to Ryan Rhino. Ryan's gonna back it out.
Oh, and it was a ceiling pass to Kung, but he was covered. And now we see the chain of Jokr catching
Yeah.
up to the disc.
So again, just you can see the stacks coming out, but in the back line is guy I was talking about. YouTube, be calmer. See, like he's the stabilizer here. It's like, look, we got good stuff going on. Gotta just keep it.
Yeah, they really don't have to play that aggressive. YouTube can just stay back if he wants to, which is exactly what he's going to do. See him backing them all the way to the goal,
And
and
it's
Jaywalker's force. Just
ooh, looking for the three. Actually gets it. Wow.
was that Rocktor running some good interference to allow Kung to make that shot.
Yeah.
And now the game isn't so far away. 12-7.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. Like, they tried slowing it down there, YouTube that is, and Synapse, but it just seems like he got caught out at the barrier. The defender slipped past him, and then the shot slipped past him as well. And well, now it's going to be Synapse still in the lead, but
Ryan,
we'll
what's he
see.
gonna do? Oh, cross
gonna-
to Jay.
Gonna look for that
Jay's
cross. Might be a
1v1.
one-on-one actually, and
That's style
reverse
points.
dunk. Jaywalker walking it in. That's kind of the risk you take if you're a goalie. If you don't lunge a little bit at the last, people will just walk it in on you if you allow them to. And
Yeah, they
well,
get
like
closer
that,
and closer.
what was looking
they
like
have
maybe a blowout, it's 12-9 Dash.
Yeah, now another missed pass. So Synapse again falling to maybe the mental mistakes.
And so Jaywalker's gonna take that.
Oh,
He's
there's
gonna
that one that I
make
told
that.
you.
Yes, sir.
I told you that he was
12-12.
gonna get punished at some point, and Jaywalker made it happen.
What a momentum shift over the last few minutes. This was a 10-point game. What seemed like 3 minutes ago?
Yeah, I mean it was just I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when.
Oh,
YouTube, he's a great defender, but sometimes he cheats too far. Doesn't respect the shot of Jaywalker enough. And now maybe a three-pointer and answer.
perhaps a costly miss there, but trying to capitalize and make it the second time. Yes, Andy W. So Andy coming through now with 8 points for his team. Zach still the game high 21, but wow, is this a close game going on right now? So it's been the case for many of these matches so far in just the 2 short days we've had of VRML streams.
Yeah,
Had those show matches yesterday, and then this one has just been on fire.
still a lot of echo to be played. 348. And now a long two. Another 7-meter. Man, last time Jaywalker made a 3.7 meter. Looks
Yeah,
like he was kind of just on the border for that one. But 15-14, 1-point game. A lot of time.
a lot of time, 3.5. Indeed, could not get the 3 on that one, but might not matter at the end of the day if they can keep up this momentum that they've been trying to build. And now Zach W, though, is going to try and build on this lead for his team. Precarious 1.1, and now a nice dive, a nice read, but getting the disc knocked on loose.
Man, that was such a prime opportunity to clear it and move forward. Nice.
Now,
So close.
now up by 3. So Zach W, assisted by Palace, bouncing his way. And yeah, that'll be 3-point lead for Synapse over Jokr. Less than 3 minutes to go. And yeah, shout out to Wit for the great camera work. I can't see it, but apparently it's really good, says the chat. And right now, Ryan Rhino's gonna work it up, but it's gonna get stunned. Find a back pass to Kung still. And Kung's gonna take that disc now. Looking for his lane, looking for his opportunities on his anchored teammates. That is Roktor. Roktor going way across, over, but getting stunned Jaywalker, but still getting to Ryan's hands. So Ryan is gonna dump that one in for 2.
Really like the setup that they had there. You know, patient on the passes, slowly getting by each defender, one by one, going for the backboard for that easy behind the goal.
So back to a 1-point game we are, and YouTube just no momentum, just checking his rear view mirrors a little bit, his side mirrors, and trying to find a pass now, but getting stunned. Now it's gonna float in, and I swear if this goes in, but no, a stack coming through. So it looks like on the approach, but on the recovery, Zach W getting stunned, getting stolen. Kung, the man, the legend, Kung Fu legend, off to the other side, but gonna be backed out and then put forward to Zach's
Oh,
hands.
and a miss pass right there. If Jokr can chain up and get to this disc, Ryan might be there first, clearing it, sort of. Ryan again with the clear. Not a very good shot. Jaywalker there. If he can just get past everybody.
But no, recovered instead. But in the back line, it's going to be Kung. They are down by 1 point right now, but with possession, 17-16. We have 1:13 left in this matchup. This is round 3, and it is 1-1. So whoever wins this, that's a series. A pass going in, but stunned, out, cleared out.
Oh, Kung was so close again to getting that clear, but he still has it. This could be the final drive right here if they just make it count, and it's just gonna get away from them.
Still 48 seconds to work with, but they need to find some quick stacks, and they better hope that this shot doesn't go in. But Zach's gonna come out on the approach now, take an anchor, and that will be a absolute dagger for Synapse. Zach W putting a cap on his 25-point game, 45 stun game, 3 saves. Absolute madman.
Wow. I don't know what to tell you. With almost 20 seconds left, you need 3 points just to tie.
And you know what? Jokr will give it to you if you allow them. Kung is going to bring it up. 15. Need a 3, but oh no, the missed one, and that could be it. Just needs to take care of that disc, find a clear. Looks like they will, and into the other side, and that will be game, set, match for Synapse. Coming out on top and showing their stuff in this 4v4 debut night matchup. Okay, so we will be coming back to you quite soon for another match. But again, just wow, that one was a barn burner. All 3 rounds.
Yeah, super close all the way around. Huge mistakes from both sides, but whenever they fixed those mistakes, it was just such an intense game. Just super huge momentum changes. I love.
Yeah, and you know what? Jokr, to their credit, I mean, they almost came back after being looked like in the dumps for a while in that last round, but they came back with some ferocity, and they got some great passing in too. I mean, if you look at the stats there, they got 4 stuns apiece or 4 assists apiece for Jay and Ryan, and I mean, they outdid individually, anyways, any of the players on Synapse, but just not enough to squeeze through. And Synapse, so impressive tonight. Just
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
say that enough, though.
although Synapse was pretty impressive, I wouldn't say that they can be too comfortable because Jokr was right on their trail.
Yeah. Well, with that said, I think we're gonna take a very brief intermission and come back here with your next stream, your next matchup of the night, and that will be Team Flare versus Rush. So stay tuned.